I just want to welcome everybody in to another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast. Back at it again with the normal gang, Casey, John, and Leek.
Yes, sir.
Before we get started, I do want to say thank you to all of the fans and listeners that stayed tuned with us for so long. We're going on 2 years, so we really appreciate the support. Sorry for the little bit of the hiatus, but we're back now with the content. Without further ado, let's get into the first topic. Right now, we're in the middle of the NBA playoffs. And before, no, my voice is correct. Before we get into the current games like the Celtics and the Heat and the Mavericks and the Warriors, y'all want to dive into the semi-conference or the first round? John, I know you're a Nets fan. I just want to hear your thoughts on your boys not even making it out the first round because I don't think nobody saw that coming.
What he meant to say was he wants to hear John's thoughts on the Nets getting swept.
It wasn't technically a swept. It was our team was missing two starters, so the team did what they had to do.
Two starters?
Huh? Yeah.
Who were those two starters?
Yeah, who's the second one?
Joe Harris and Simmons.
Oh, the Joe Harris that couldn't hit a shot last year in the playoffs. Oh, that's interesting.
If you're missing two starters, it is what it is. We're the 7th seed. That's what happens. It is what it is. Kevin Durant's still the best player in the league. And we just go from there. Next year, hopefully, we have a full squad.
Does it bother you that Ben didn't play at all? He had a back issue. That doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't show up to training camp, I'm done with him. The training camp is the deadline. He has the whole off
that's
season.
the backbreaker.
Well, he did break his back.
I was about to say. I guess technically he did.
How did surgery? Yeah, he did. But
he should be good.
How you hurt
He
yourself?
should.
He has a point. If he don't come to training camp, I wouldn't really want him on the team.
He hasn't played in a year. So how did that?
Bro, we just need him to play defense. We don't need him for offense.
Allegedly, they said Ben Simmons said his mental situations have led to the back pain being exacerbated, which is why he had to have the surgery. I never heard of that. That could be a thing. I don't know, but
this is not to diminish mental health issues or anything.
Yeah, absolutely
not. I don't think that's what this is.
I was gonna make a joke, but never mind.
But the Nets getting swept definitely was a shock. Didn't see that coming.
I just want to know, how do you feel about your boy?
Yeah.
No, honestly, I wanted that to be the first one. I like how you tried to slide the Nets.
That was
because that's more of embarrassing.
That was like 3 years ago.
No,
man. Let's not talk about that.
Getting swept isn't embarrassing.
No,
but they knew. Everybody kind of figured it was
what
going to
happened
lose.
to your boys is more embarrassing.
I'm not even upset. I was more upset last year.
What?
Joel had half a face and 9 fingers. I feel like if seriously, if you saw what it looked like when he came back in the series, 2-2. I feel like if he was healthy the whole series, we win that series. Seriously. In all seriousness.
Yeah, I think if Joel Embiid was fully healthy, I think they'd beat the Heat.
But we lose in the third series for sure. But we make it out to semis for sure.
Yeah. Just to go back to what John said, entering the playoffs, the Nets were the third highest odds to win the championship, which I think was wild.
Even though they were the 7th seed.
Yeah, even though they were 7th seed.
If they would have won the series, then you go from there. But if you're gonna say they had no chance, that's kind of wild. But at the end of the day, they were the 7th seed, so. Can only do what you can do.
They did that to themselves. It's not like
I'm sure Kyrie, vaccination and Kevin Durant getting hurt and Harden just leaving. We just traded away Harden for nobody.
But speaking of Harden, though, in all seriousness, I don't think he should get the max. But I think he said he's okay with taking a pay cut, to chase a championship. So if that's what he does, I'm fine. I'm fine with keeping him for another year because sure the scoring numbers aren't there.
I traded Simmons.
Because Simmons wasn't going to play. We had to get up off Simmons.
So why did I trade Simmons and then let Harden go? You have to keep him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have to.
Supermax him.
Nah, I wouldn't. You see the way he played? But no, I'm not real mad. It just showed that we don't have any depth.
I think the better storyline is the fact that the Sixers got knocked out by the Heat as opposed to the Nets who
but the Heat were the number 1 seed though.
That is true.
Just the way you was going on, the way how everybody was going on about Joel Embiid being all great and everything.
So for people who aren't aware, Malik isn't the biggest Joel Embiid or 76ers
I ain't gonna lie.
fan.
Listen, for everybody out there, I'm loving it right now. Could have went 3 for 3 if Tatum didn't make it, but I'm okay. No CP, no Embiid. I'm loving it. I'm having a good time watching the playoffs right now.
I just feel like we'd have a different conversation if we lost and he was healthy. Because
if y'all lost, I think if y'all lost and he was healthy, that would be worse because it would be like, Okay,
He
I
is
thought.
important.
Bro, he's always hurt in the
Like,
playoffs.
this is
I mean,
usually
but
So this is the
that's
norm.
not his fault.
Also, so I'm not gonna lie. So since that being the case, what if he's always usually hurt? Why does it matter now?
Well, because
Not like why does it matter? Obviously, because I mean injuries are injuries. I know that plays a factor, but
I think this is a head injury. He doesn't usually have head injuries. This
I think he had like his head, his face, his shooting,
And his shooting thumb.
hand, thumb.
he was
and
playing
then
through the thumb the whole Raptors series, so I don't even like to
thumb thing
include that.
Probably not
manageable. Like
But
yeah,
But I mean, like, I don't know.
bro, he had a concussion so bad that he couldn't even look at his phone.
and then I think it was Game 5 where Dwayne Dedman was going for the rebound and he like the ball hit
Hit
him
him
in
in
the
the
face.
face?
I felt that
No, I
pain
saw
right
that.
there.
That was-
Yeah,
All right, well,
that did look a little painful. I was like,
I
oof,
felt bad.
man.
I thought it was hilarious, but
Yeah. Oh my gosh, come on, Malik.
look, I'm sorry, man. Look, and for everybody's gonna see, look, it's just those three people. It's just Embiid, Tatum, and CP3. And for everybody that wants to know, I can go deep into why, but not right now.
Right.
But yeah, so the last thing I would say though is, how did you feel about Jokic winning MVP over him? Did you think Embiid deserved it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, all three of them had a great season, so I mean, I'm not gonna say Embiid was robbed or Jokic had a great year, so I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, he did. Between Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid, I mean, to say Jokic is a two-time MVP, that list of the two-time MVPs is very short. So now it's going to be all the great players and Steve Nash and Jokic.
You know,
compared to it have been like, who else? Embiid or Giannis being a three-time MVP. But the league wasn't going to give Giannis 3 MVPs, at least not yet. You know,
I just wanted him to win it for his resume because I feel like, you know, when they
About to
hang it
turn
up,
into Anthony Davis.
when they hang it up, you look at the resume and you determine greatness based on like the accolades and yeah, he has scoring champ, he has all-star appearances. I mean, the scoring champ, I feel like that's a big one as a center. But like he has all-star appearances, he has all NBA teams. But like you look at like Giannis, he has Finals MVP, back-to-back MVP. Like you
Defensive Player of the Year.
You compare him to those guys, and it's like, oh well, he wasn't really that good. When in reality, we know he was like a top 10 player. You know.
Yeah,
So I mean, I just feel like that's why I wanted him to win it.
Yeah, I think in terms of like the East, I think it kind of played out how we thought. I did not think the Bucks were gonna lose to Boston, especially considering they were up 3-2, and Game 6 was in Milwaukee. I was convinced that Giannis was gonna, or the Bucks. Let me not say Giannis. The Bucks was gonna close that deal, but I will say Giannis because Drew Holiday, he tried, but he kind of left him hanging a little bit. I mean, he was taking more shots than he's ever taken in his career. He was very inefficient, and that's not what Drew Holiday is. They didn't have Chris Middleton, who is,
They missed him.
he's kind of their
I was actually
closer.
about to say, as much as I wanted the Celtics to lose, I kind of had. Once Chris Middleton wasn't coming back, I had a feeling
Yeah,
the Bucks
like,
wasn't gonna make
They
it.
didn't have no one else that could really score.
Bro,
I was like,
Giannis
He
won
just
them.
needed help, bro.
Yeah.
The other guys were not.
I mean,
They
Giannis was
were
still
not.
putting up 40, but
I was about to say,
I'm
Giannis,
saying,
he
yeah.
won them 2 games. He's the first player in NBA history to put up 200 points, 100 rebounds, and 50 assists in a series.
In the L.
In an L. But he did that in a series, and Game 7, I mean, we saw what it was. Grayson Allen, 0 for whatever. Bobby Portis, 0 for from 3.
Grayson
No, no,
Allen
Drew
no,
Holiday.
Dude.
I thought Bobby was the only one that actually was hitting. He was like 3 for something.
Oh, I'm gonna.
It was Grayson.
Connaughton.
Connaughton, yeah, it was
Connaughton.
Connaughton, yeah. Matthews, Connaughton, Grayson, and Drew Holiday did not
George
hit a
Hill.
3.
George Hill couldn't hit
they
nothing either.
couldn't
Yeah.
hit no threes.
Like they were they were 4 for 28 as a
I can't
team.
remember who it was that I was hearing and listening to him, but somebody was tripping about the fact that like Giannis supposed to be supposedly the worst 3-point shooter on the team, and like he was the second best 3-point shooter.
Shoot,
that night.
that says a lot about
Yeah.
how that series went. But and then I think on the flip side, so I don't think I didn't see that coming in terms of Boston and Milwaukee, but it is what it is. Miami, I mean, once Embiid got hurt, I kind of knew. I was like, there's no way. Harden, at this point in his career, I don't think he cares enough, and I don't think he's in a good enough shape to really
Bro, he said
carry.
they asked him why he only took 2 shots in the second half. You know what he said? The ball just didn't get back to
The
me.
ball didn't get back to me.
You know
We're
why
talking,
the ball's not getting back to you? Because you're getting ripped by Oladipo. You're getting ripped by Bam.
We're talking
You're getting,
James
like,
Harden, who once averaged 36 points a game in the regular season, and he said the ball did not get. But see, the thing that I want to say about Harden is we shouldn't be surprised though, because in the playoffs he always has a moment where you're like, "Dang, Harden, you couldn't have done that," but
It's
he just
unfortunate,
didn't.
but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, but
He always has like that one game in every series where it's like, okay, like,
yeah.
but then
And then it's like every other game is like, okay, I see, he's a regular
I mean,
season guy.
because at one point I thought somebody was paying him to play like that. Like, he shot so
Most of
bad
them are paying.
in one series. I think against the Warriors, he shot so bad. I'm like, there's no way, bro.
Oh, you talking about
when he was with the Rockets.
Yeah,
I think it was 2017, bro. There was just no way that he played this bad. But then